Oh, he was great. He was leading the house.
So here we are at the Cross Country Award Ceremony, the Banquet. Right here, all the runners all dressed up. The videos are as well. And wow, that's Dale. She's glamorous. He's my little friend. Come on.
It's been a truly amazing season, and amazing is the only appropriate word I can use to describe this experience. Through every distance run, through every Queenstown workout, through every time we went out, through every bad race, through every heat, through every first place Diego, and through every victory we experienced together. Cross country is so family-oriented, and I think that's why I love it so much. You guys have become my second family, and I'm so proud of everyone here. You got the guys and girls team did outstanding. Diego, you stayed undefeated almost the entire season. That's a huge accomplishment. I'm so happy and proud of you. Brendan, you've come a really long way, and I really hope you continue running to college because you are undeniably talented. Sam, this is your first year as a captain, and you have been a great person to come for support and guidance. And congratulations on your diving order. Gabby, I'm really happy you made the decision of running. You were a huge backbone for the girls' team, and I'm really glad I got to know you. Brianna, you were the target of so many jokes. You had an incredible season, though, and I'm proud of what you were able to accomplish. And Ben. Oh, Ben, so cute. Dale, you're an amazing person and one of the nicest people I've ever met. I have very high hopes for you in the future. Because heat, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I think it's safe to say the entire team hates us when we're together. But it's okay, because toward the beginning of the season, I was thinking, wow, this team is going to plummet after this year. Varsity, mainly seniors. But as the weeks and months went on, and the underclassmen rose up and became incredible runners to a point where I have no worries for this program after we leave. I can't wait to come back and visit. To take this a little bit deeper, I joined the team at the beginning of my junior year, so last year, and I was in a bad place. I was really unhappy for a lot of the time for no reason. I had lost the thrill of life. I was really unhealthy, kind of unstable, and just a lost person. So I decided to try running, and I promise you the story is not cliche. It's not like I started to run and suddenly found myself I hated it. I hated it so much. One loves the story. But one time I tried to leave practice early to go to Subway, and you yelled at me. Yeah, same day. Blood told me to stay after practice, and after yelling at me more, Blood promised that he will, and this is not the exact quote, but it's how I remember it, he would give me guidance if I gave him commitment. And that meant something to me. And with that, I took my place on varsity, and I hated it. But eventually, I took some initiative, and I started mingling with these strangers, and we weren't bad people. So that was good. And we were running together, and I suddenly just wasn't feeling the urge to complain anymore. So I just started to put the work in, and stopped feeling sorry for myself, and I put some effort, and I just started succeeding, and ended up becoming a third runner. This journey, starting from last year, has been crazy, but it's genuinely been the best experience of my life. And I lied to you guys, I am going to get a little cliche. I did find a big part of myself through running. And I'm very sad that this is ending. Blood, throughout this entire journey, you have been like my second father. You were the first adult ever to believe in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. And I am proud of where I've gotten as a runner and as a person, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. You truly changed my life and put me on a better path. I would not have stuck around had you not forced me to. And I would have missed this entire opportunity. I don't even know what kind of person I'd be had I not stayed in this program. So, coaches, runners, parents, and Elton, thank you. It's been a truly unforgettable experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life. And shout out to Mr. Rate for confusing me for every single race because I'd be a mile down from when I last seen her, down this huge path with dozens of runners beside me, and I'd be thinking, how could I still hear her screaming? So thank you.
Wait, Brandon, come on, over here. Yeah, perfect. Just slide. There you go. Daddy, the battery's in the bag. It's in the pocket.
Which one do I look at?
Wait, guys, don't move. Okay. My dad's gonna ready. My mom ready. Sorry, Daddy.
People, I'm saying this, I don't have them, okay? But so you'll know who they are. And these guys are seniors or were part of the varsity that did an amazing job this season. Rizzo, correction, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see running, I suggest you come to some of the indoor track meets. I don't normally like say stuff out loud, like I just like know things, but you keep hearing this thing like firehouse runs, and some of you like, well, what the heck? What are they talking about? Or why? You know, some of the workouts I had them doing. There was a reason I had them doing it during the summer. I planned this whole season from the state meet back way last year. Will and I sat there. We figured, I said, listen, we're going to go have a shot at the state title. And we decided we're going to improve based on what camp is. We knew that Delaney comes to that camp as well down in North Carolina. So I had this course. It was a 2-mile run from here, up Richter Farm on 118 to the firehouse. They got to get back. So we kept doing it every Thursday. And no one understood why. To run for a medal. Seriously, if you dangle something in front of like a carrot but have a medal, it's the best race ever. But then he started becoming like, hey, I'm going to run with Brendan, you know, and it's like, I'm going to be one of the better runners. And then we had like, you know, Sam Weingord, who just never gave up, no matter what the circumstance was. Then we had a guy, everyone keeps saying, well, you know, he was there. He's a sophomore. Last year, he was not a good runner. This year, he became one of our better runners, our varsity runners, and we're expecting big things from him from indoor, as well as next year in cross country, as common H-E-T-I-G-O-B-E. I know how to spell it. So that's another one getting his varsity letter. And you know about Brendan Roderick came out of nowhere, wasn't supposed to make anything, and then all of a sudden, here he is being named second team all county. You know, it's like, wow. Now, like right now, he just told me, you know, he's got a thing on his phone. Salisbury coach is calling him right now while during the middle of this thing. He had another coach that literally left his college and drove all the way to North Carolina to sit talking to him personally while we were at camp. And I was like, that's why I stay so much on his case, as well as the others about their grades, so they get this opportunity to go one step further if they can. So he'd been getting I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know him. I said, boy, are you don't even mind getting back in there? I made him go back into the weight room. And I literally, later on, had to talk with his parents and everything else. And he kept improving. He's improved so much, and this year he came to me, and most coaches will not say, hey, go do something else during the middle of the season. He asked me, could he be in the play, try out the play? I said, yeah, go ahead. I had coaches in the building says, isn't they like he one of your varsity athletes? They're like, yeah. But see, other coaches don't do that. But we talked about this. I wanted him to divide his time with both, and he did. He really had an exceptional season. You're going to see our guys 4x8 with him on it win the state title in indoor track. I got the straightest field. So I'm going to award most dedicated, one most dedicated to Rizzo correction. What I tried to do was find a giant medal. And I was going to give that to him, I couldn't find it. The next one, he's also severely dedicated. He knew he had some